next thing, like I mentioned, VAT administration. It's only so much you can do regarding VAT. You have invoices that you raise to your clients that you add your 15% on, and you have your deductions with various expenses, and certain of those expenses you can allocate VAT or deduct the VAT from your VAT raised from your invoices. So there's not a lot of movement that you can do. It's more about understanding VAT, and then secondly, how do I allocate it properly and do the proper administration for the VAT, and make sure that I have enough money for the VAT for every second month when I need to pay it. So before we get to the administration part, let's just look at the concept of VAT, and how VAT can actually benefit you if you do it correctly. So let's say I need to raise an invoice for fees rendered or a product or whatever the case may be for 100 Rand. If I'm able to add the 15% on top of that invoice of 100 Rand, then all the expenses that I can deduct, the VATable expenses, would be a bonus, because I'm like a trust account. I'm just an agent for SARS to collect that 15% from the client, and then I can deduct all the VAT on the various expenses and then pay the difference to SARS. So I think that's the very first calculation that you need to do, and just kind of deconstruct the way you currently do your invoicing. Make sure that you actually add the VAT on top of the invoice, and then if you can do that, and if you do that, then you will only reap the benefits of the VAT. Even though you might pay at the bottom, it would be invoiced less the expenses that you actually get a deduction for, and then you pay the VAT. So you actually get the benefit, and you're just the agent for SARS. Right, so how do I make sure that every 2 months I need to pay over the VAT to SARS, so I actually have the money available? My suggestion, very simple idea, I will tell you in a moment what I do, but for the most part, create a call account that you link to your business account. So you create a call account that's in the name of your business, and you ask your business banker to link that call account to your business account. The second thing that you need to do is work out the percentage of turnover to allocate. So that would be typically the full percentage that you get from the client is 15%. But if you're in a manufacturing or in a retail kind of business, you also have cost of sales, which can have a big number of the VAT buried into that. So if you calculate what would be, and you can use your previous month's management statements to accurate or very accurately estimate at least the amount that you need to allocate. So 15% less potential VAT on cost of sales and potential VAT on all the various expenses that you can deduct, and you work out an effective tax rate that you need to deduct on a weekly basis to put into that call account. So once you have that figure, you can transfer on a weekly basis. So you will take, let's say you, and the key is consistency. So either take a Friday and take that VAT for the whole month or for the whole week, from Monday to Friday, and you take the VAT on that lump sum. You basically take that lump sum that you get into the bank times 15, divide by 115, and you take that amount and you put it into your call account. The guys that actually start doing that on a weekly basis and very, very consistent with this, they found that they actually have surplus funds at the end of the year available in that call account. And the reason for that is if you don't work on the effective rate, as I've mentioned previously, and you're only working on your 15% as you get your turnover in, then obviously you have the deductions, 15% less all the various, so your expenses, so your effective rate might be only 10%, but only not 15%. So you will potentially keep that 5% VAT that you would have paid over to the call account. You will have that left in that call account, and obviously accumulate as it goes along. So something very very helpful to make sure that you have always that VAT available, because what do most entrepreneurs do? They get the money into the bank account. They need to do certain projects, this and this. They need to have certain expenses, and when they get to 2 months later, when they need to pay the VAT, they don't have the VAT because they struggle to keep record and budget for everything that they had to do. So this is a great way of putting something in the pocket and say, this is my VAT money, I need to keep it for that. And you can do similar things with all kinds of other expenses that you need to make a provision for, something like bonuses at the end of the year. You can work out the bonuses over 12 months or 11 months from the beginning of the year, divide by 11, and that amount you can, again, a separate call account, put a separate call account and allocate those funds to that specific account every single month, that you know at the end of the year you have obviously made enough provision for your bonuses for your staff. Right, I mentioned that I don't really use the call account. I do something else, and this is a step further and will actually start helping you growing your wealth even better. And that is to rather take that money and transfer it, link your bond to this account and transfer your money into your bond account again on a weekly basis. What the magic in that is, first of all, just make sure, please, that your bond do have an access account, that you will be able to access that fund immediately when you might need, or when you need it to pay the VAT. So that's very important to note. But then from there, every week, same as the call account, you link it and you pay and you transfer it over to that bond of yours. Why is that? That's magic, because your loan account, your interest on your bond are being calculated daily on the outstanding amount that's in the bond at that stage. So especially if you have a big VAT that you need to pay every single month, if you start paying over those funds every week in your bond gets less and less and less over that period. You start paying less interest for that specific period while the funds are in the bond. And when you do the actual bond installment every month, you will pay a lot more capital on your bond, because the interest is a lot lower than it used to be, but your bond is still the same amount. So now the difference is purely capital. So, and then obviously when you transfer the funds back into your account, it's back to the normal loan account, and you start the process from over and over again, but you already paid some additional capital over. And this is a snowball effect. The more you pay, and the more you do it on a consistent basis, the quicker you will actually repay your bond over a period of time. So I hope this administration works. It's very simple. It might sound complicated right now, but just open your call account, just to start doing that from today, and you will see the difference when you start doing that. I appreciate your time and your energy that you gave me today. I want to give you and send you my latest ebook, Business Growth Kit for Entrepreneurs, the financial edition, which is a lot of the things I've covered today is also more in detail in that ebook. I really want to send that to you. So reach out, send me an email to that email address, send me a WhatsApp to the number, and I will be in contact with you, and I will send you that ebook absolutely for free, just because you took the time today. It's generally on sale, but I will send it to you for free for your time and energy today.
This clip that you just watched was a part of the financial workshop I recently done for entrepreneurs. So if you want to watch the full workshop, go to this video there, right in the corner there, and you can watch the full workshop there, and there's some added bonuses there for you as well, absolutely free.